Oh my holy zombie Jesus! The game I'm gonna review today is so fucking terrible, I'd rather have a fucking gorilla punch me in the nuts for 10 minutes than play this shit again! Everyone remember in the early 90s the fighting game craze that happened? Well, sure you do. I mean, it was spearheaded by classics like Street Fighter II, the Mortal Kombat series, and hell, you can even throw in Fatal Fury and the Art of Fighting. However, under these great titles dwell total piles of shit made by game companies that couldn't make a fighting game if their fucking nuts were under threat of getting cut off by a rusty pair of gardening shears. I mean, how many innocent gamers got sucked into renting these piles of raccoon vomit-laced piles of dog shit? I mean, to look at this game, you'd think it'd be okay. I mean, it's a fucking simple tournament one-on-one fighting game. How can you fuck that up? Well, let's dive right into this kangaroo shit known as Street Combat for the Super Nintendo.
Okay, so right off the bat, the characters are more fucked up than Courtney Love circa 1994. I mean, the graphics are okay, but the color scheme makes me want to turn the TV on black and white. What's worse is the fucking music. Just listen to this shit. Great fucking soundtrack, huh? Yeah, it's about as enjoyable as listening to two cats have a fucking three-way with an unwilling badger. The controls are responsive, but that's all I can say about them, because you'd have a better chance of whistling Dixie out of your dick hole than getting fluid movement out of this pile of mule shit. The sound effects, or talking, or whatever you want to call it, sounds about as appealing as listening to the Queen of England taking a shit right after enchilada night at Buckingham.
Was that the worst part of this game? Or is there something worse to this pile of reptile jizz? You know, was there something about this game that made it suck worse than the fact that the first lesbian kiss on television was between Mariel Hemingway and Roseanne Barr? Yeah, that's exactly what we want to have as the first lesbian kiss on television. Couldn't have been between two more attractive actresses. No, thankfully we redeemed ourselves. But as far as this game goes, it's beyond redemption.
Okay, so here's big problem number one. This is the final guy. If this is supposed to be the devil, then this is the gayest looking devil I've ever fucking seen. Ricky Martin dressed up in a devil costume wouldn't even come close to this pile of fuck. And that's not even the worst part. This is the fucking ending. Look at this shit. This is all you get after going through this entire shitty fucking fighting game. Some dopey looking motherfucker with a trophy telling you congratulations, and the final screen says now you can defend your title. That's gayer than Clay Aiken with about 15 pounds of Quaaludes. Defend my title? I'd rather get a firecracker enema than play this shit again.
Okay, I guess I can't actually close out this review without saying that this game was actually supposed to be a Rama half game, Rama and a half, whatever the fuck that is. And before all you anime fans and manga fans shove a shovel up my ass, I just want to state I am not a fan of anime or manga. I don't read the manga comics, and generally, for the most part, I don't really like a whole lot of anime movies or series. There are exceptions, Akira, Record of the Lotus Wars, but I have no idea what in the fuck Rama half or Rama and a half or whatever the fuck this is. So, you'd think that this game would give me a little story, right? Well, no, there's no fucking story whatsoever. Street Fighter II had more of a story. Mortal Kombat had more of a story. I mean, for Christ's sakes, the first Mario game on NES had more of a fucking story than this pile of gorilla jizz. So, if you're an anime fan, I guess this would piss you off further, as Rama is one of your guys' most beloved things. But if you're like me, you'd still rather have 5 big biker motherfuckers take turns shitting on your face than playing this pile of shit.